Hello Stampers, and welcome to another week of Spontaneous Weekly. This week we're going to make a card with pink pirouette, and this is at 5.5 by 4.25. The Designer Patterns paper series, and here's what the one side looks like, and here's the other side. We're going to use this side. Here's one of the scallops that we're going to use on that. I also cut this out of our window sheets, and I used the stamp sets. Well, I say that 3 times. The stamp sets that we're using is Printed Petals and A Great Friend. Now the scallops were cut out of the 2 3/8 scallop punch, and the acetate window sheet was cut out of our regular scallop punch. And then I used the scallop border punch to do the punch on the patterns paper. And then I'm going to show you what I did with the rest of the window sheet once we're done with all of these, putting these together. So let's put these pieces together. Take our this is cut at 5.5 by 2.5 inches, and when I then cut off the scallop part to it. Then we have a black piece of cardstock, and this is cut at 5.5 by 1 inch. Oh, well, before I tape that on there though, we're going to take my matte pack and we're going to line this up, and it's kind of hard to see on black, but what I'm going to do is line up that middle one. Take my paper piercer and I want to put some brads here, so we're going to put a brad, two of the silver brads. Okay, right at the middle. And we're going to use the flower brads I'm going to use for the brad for the middle, but we're going to use the 5 1/16 neutral color brads. And in this neutral set come silver, brown, and beige. So we're going to use, if I can get it out, 2 of the silver brads that are going to go at the bottom. And that's not up far enough, so I'm going to have to poke another hole just a little further up. And don't worry, it'll be covered over by the brad. So let's put that one brad in first. And then let's put the second brad in. Like I said, we're not going to worry about that hole, because see, it covered up the hole. So okay, now what we're going to do is put some tape on that too. Okay, and then we're going to put that also on here. Now we're going to take our MAC pad again, and on this side we're going to take the scallop, and this time we're going to use the flower brads. And on the flower brad, there's another brad in here that has a cute little scallop flower in it, you can see. I'm going to use that for the middle of this one. So we're going to take our paper piercer again. If I line this up just right, okay, and see how pretty that is. And we're gonna, okay, now we're gonna put lots of dimensionals on the back of this because I want it to pop up. So here's our Stampin' Dimensionals, Stampin' Up. And we'll put some in either of these corners. Okay. Take off the back of these. And then we're going to, okay, I want it like somewhere in the middle. Isn't that pretty? Now, I'm going to take my black Stays On ink, and I'm going to take the For You from the Great Friends set. We're going to stamp that at the bottom of the card. Actually, we're going to use 3 stamps out of this stamp set. So we're going to take off the, and for the For You, and I have to make sure that this is correct. And I have to stamp this because I remember putting this on backwards, which I did. So I wanted to test that before I stamped it on the sheet. So we're going to put the For You at the bottom. Now with the same Stays On the inside of the card, I want to stamp you're a friend who makes good times great. I'll also stamp that in the black Stays On. We're going to put that right in the middle. And then the butterfly, I also want to stamp at the bottom of the sheet. Got to make sure that that's nice and black. And we're going to put that in the corner. Okay. So isn't that pretty? Here's your butterfly, you're a friend that makes, and then here is the front, the For You. And so that's our spontaneous weekly card this week. I hope you enjoyed it. And then I also wanted to show you, and I would like to show you what I did with the acetate sheet, and you can't see it with my hand, so I'm gonna have to show you. I don't know if you can see the design that I did. You can kind of see the black. When I cut out that acetate sheet, I just took and I made I just took the scallop punch and I kept punching across, and then I took our two of the itty bitty punches, and I just made designs on either end. And so we're going to use these, and I don't know if you can pick that up on the camera, but I'm going to use that in the upcoming series of Spontaneous Weekly, and we're going to use that border on a scrapbook page. And so I hope you enjoyed this version of Spontaneous Weekly, and I hope again you like the pretty card and pretty project that we made for this week. And so hope to talk to you soon. Happy stamping and happy Sunday. Bye now.